Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Coldwater High School where the Waynesfield Goshen Tigers take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Wegner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, Upper Valley Career Center, Swan's Mama Rosa's, German Farmers Insurance, NKTelco Sports, and First National Bank. I'm Jeff Henschen. Alongside me tonight is Ron Cruzy, and we have a matchup here in sectional girls tournament basketball between the number 3 seed, the New Bremen Cardinals, and the number 9 seed Waynesfield Goshen Tigers.
New Bremen comes into the game with a 17-5 record, whereas Waynesfield comes in with a 7-15 record. They met January the 27th at Waynesfield. New Bremen came out victorious in that game, 53-27. Waynesfield has won 4 of their last 6 games, and New Bremen comes in on a 3-game win streak.
Well, both these teams playing pretty well pretty good basketball at the end of the season, which is where you want to be doing your best basketball. So we look forward to an entertaining game tonight between these two schools. The Tigers out of the Northwest Central Conference, the Cardinals out of the Midwest Athletic Conference. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaug, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Coldwater. We're in the Palace starting lineups now for the New Bremen Cardinals. Number 5, Macy Putoff, 5'10" sophomore. For the Waynesfield Goshen Tigers, number 4, Megan Barton. She's a 5'5" junior. Next for the Bremen Cardinals, number 10, Paige Jones, 6'1" senior. Waynesfield Goshen Tigers, number 12, Lindsay Lowe, 5'11" sophomore. Or, I'm sorry, 5'11" senior. For the Cardinals, number 14, Abby Tiemann, 5'6" junior. 14 for the Tigers, Kayla Wicker, 5'7" junior. For the Cardinals, 32, Kelly Naylor, 5'6" junior. Waynesfield Goshen, number 15, Cassidy Craig, 5'8" junior. And Jane Homan wears number 50. She's a 5'10" senior, rounding out the New Bremen Cardinals starting lineup. And for Waynesfield, number 34, Aubrey Biederman, a 5'11" senior. New Bremen coached by Chris Burden, assisted by Chad Williams, Leanne Keller, Julie Lochtefeld. For the Tigers of Waynesfield, Nathan Sweeney, the head coach, assisted by Jacob Klein and also Kayla Veerhoff. So there are your starting lineups and your head coaches for this sectional tournament girls basketball action. New Bremen comes in the number 3 seed and Waynesfield the number 9. Tournament action, anything can happen for the Cardinals with a good record overall, Ron. Presumably the odds-on favorite tonight, but you need to play a good basketball game against a Waynesfield team that really has nothing to lose.
Yeah, they do. Cardinals come in averaging 46 points a game. Waynesfield 49 points a game, but the difference is the Cardinal defense, they give up 35 points a game, and the Tigers give up 45.
Opening possession for the Tigers, New Bremen in man-to-man defense. To the basket, ball knocked away as Craig had it knocked out of her hands. Stays with the Tigers. Interior pass defended, but no shot off, knocked away. Nearly a turnover, stays with the Tigers. A runner off the left side, taken by number 14, Kayla Wicker, rebounded for the Tigers. They continue to hold on to this first possession, an extended possession, if you will, with the offensive rebound.
So the Tigers get a second chance opportunity.
Lindsay Lowe in for the drive. A little bit too strong, and down come the Cardinals. Their first look on offense. They go right away to Jane Homan. Her shot altered. It's rebounded by Homan, and New Bremen likewise will have 2 looks here in their first possession.
Waynesfield lines up. They look like they're in a 2-3 zone.
Although they're following
their
put-off around. There's the first turnover of the game committed by the Cardinals.
Yeah, have to take a closer look at that next possession.
I thought the same thing. It looked like zone, but
they had one person follow a cutter put off. So
Waynesfield, the home team tonight, the white jerseys with the yellow or gold numbers trimmed in blue. New Bremen, the crimson road jerseys trimmed in gold. Out of bounds, stays with the Tigers, and we've played just over a minute and a half, and no one has scored. Each team has had a couple looks on their first possession. New Bremen commits the first turnover of the game. Low with the basketball over to her teammate Wicker.
Waynesfield looks like they want to be patient with the basketball. They're not looking inside.
Been very deliberate, as you mentioned, around the perimeter. Low, a 5'11 senior, goes baseline. Right idea, passing it into the teammate, but the chest pass was tipped away and stolen. Turnover down the other end come the Cardinals with Jane Homan leading the charge. New Bremen, again here, it looks like man-to-man.
Man-to-man, yeah.
Homan, 17-footer, no good. Jones with the offensive rebound, no good. Jones again will step in, and this time off the glass. So 3 tries for the New Bremen. They score the first bucket of the game by Paige Jones.
They pick him up in a full court press. 1-2-2.
30-second timeout called by Nathan Sweeney. Didn't like what his team was doing there against the press. That'll give us a chance here, Ron, for you to go through our game sponsors.
Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Swan's Mama Roses, German Farmers, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Dental Care, Minster Bank, WKKI, K94 FM.
Well, after the timeout, New Bremen comes out on defense without the press. So Waynesfield maybe spent that 30 seconds trying to evaluate, discuss how to break it. New Bremen pulls it off. Ball knocked out of bounds as sticking her hand in there and causing the deflection was number 5, Macy Putoff.
That's one thing New Bremen does is Coach Burden likes to do that after a timeout, come out with something different, especially when the other team calls the timeout and discusses probably how to break that press. He comes out without the press. So
chances are they probably will forget the next time down.
Yep.
Pass will be out of bounds, over and back. Again, the height, we've seen Waynesfield a couple times around with the passing. The chest pass got deflected, it's stolen this time. The overhead pass over the top of the receiver, out of bounds for the second turnover.
Give credit to the New Bremen defense in the passing lane, forcing the high pass.
Homan inside, kicks it back out to Naylor, who shoots the first three-pointer of the game. It's plenty strong. Run down, though, by the Cardinals' Abby Tiemann. So another opportunity for New Bremen. Tiemann not quite ready for it, but gets it back. Homan up top now. 5'10" point guard, if you will, right there, running the offense. Tiemann to Jones. Her chest pass as well, knocked away and stolen. Turnover against the Cardinals.
Both teams maybe a little nerves stepping in here in the first couple minutes. Once they get rid of that, they'll settle down and start playing better basketball.
Pick and roll on the outside for the Cardinals. There's contact, and the first foul of the game will go against Macy Putoff. Right now, though, you have to hand it to the Tigers of Waynesfield. They've done a nice job kind of controlling the pace here, forcing the Bremen to play some defense. A couple substitutions for each team. First for Waynesfield, a freshman, Riley Barrington, number 25. And for New Bremen coming in for them is number 12, Hannah Tankman. And also,
I think it was number 44, Caleb Bergman, come in also
you are
for the
correct.
Cardinals.
Interior drive, shot missed, rebounded, put back in, up and in. Second chance points there for the Tigers. That belongs to Cassidy Craig, and that ties the score up at 2 apiece. Tankman fresh into the game. Her shot along the baseline a little strong. Good job by the Tigers, Ron, getting the defensive rebound. Putoff needs to be careful. She picked up her first foul about 30 seconds ago.
Would be not a nice way to pick up your second foul when you're on the floor.
She's going to get it. There's her second foul. A little bit too much body contact. Back-to-back personal fouls picked up against Macy Putoff. 24 and 20 in for the Cardinals. Erin Smith, 24. Molly Smith, number 20.
So the scoreboard just had her for 1 foul, so
maybe they didn't. Well, I don't know. I thought she picked up the foul.
But they took her out of the game, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Pass deflected, stolen, going in for the bucket. Nice jump stop. Kiss off the glass for Kayla Bergman. The steal and the score for the 5'10 junior, Kayla Bergman.
That's what New Bremen relies on a lot, is steals and then layups off those steals.
Bergman did a nice job positioning herself in the passing lane, just shoved her arm right in the passing lane and got the steal as the shot taken by Biederman is off the mark. 18-foot shot by Smith, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers, and it will stay with the Tigers. Jones for New Bremen back in, replacing number 32, Kelly Naylor. Not a lot of offense so far. 4 for New Bremen, 2 for Waynesfield. Just over 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jones nearly comes away. She deflects it. She will be the score. No, she will miss. Get her own rebound, miss again. Third time's a charm, yes. 3 looks, but Jones gets her 4th point. Turnover turns into offense.
They're in that 1-2-2 press. They want the ball on the outside, the Cardinals do. And once they get it over the half-court line, that's where they want to trap.
New Bremen foul goes against Molly Smith. In for Waynesfield, number 3, Madison Buffenbarger, a 5'5 senior. Cassidy Craig scored the first Waynesfield bucket, and that's all they've had since turnover. Jones with the steal on the left side, off the glass, and then Jones with 6 points here in the quarter. And New Bremen quickly up by 6.
So Bremen has picked up the game tempo a lot just from their defensive pressure, and they've scored at least 4 points off of it.
Jones fortunate there to knock the ball away and not pick up a foul. Looked like some contact, and the ball knocked out of bounds, and Jones will force it to the sideline. And that time the Waynesfield Goshen Tigers do a nice job throwing it to where the Cardinals defense was not. Lowe goes down, up she hands off, a swing pass, baseline drive. Cut off nicely by the Cardinals. Waynesfield will reset the offense. And there is a foul against New Bremen.
Bergman got caught reaching there around for that pass. Again, if you're going to play behind them, let them have the pass and then defend. You have to make a choice.
Bergman picks up her first foul, and Jane Homan, number 50, back in, replacing Kayla Bergman, who exits the game with a basket coming off the bench. Minute 37 left. Sectional tournament basketball action here at Coldwater. Again, bodies go down and long skip pass to Lowe. She quickly enters it into her teammate number 12, or number 15. Craig, who loses the ball, will stay with the Cardinals.
Almost a turnover there by the Tigers. They were fortunate that it went off a Cardinal knee and went out of bounds. Tigers again being very patient with the ball, not getting a lot of good looks.
Yeah, nothing easy right now for the Tigers. New Bremen's defense hanging right there with the offensive cuts and drives. We approach now the final 60 seconds. Interior pass, a lot of hands knocked away, stolen by New Bremen. Paige Jones comes up with a loose ball. Kicks over to number 20, Smith. Her shot no good, and there's a foul against the Tigers. That will go on Lindsay Lowe, her first.
The Tigers now have 6 turnovers, and most of those came here since New Bremen has turned up the defensive pressure.
3-point shot by Tankman, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Again, they scored the first bucket of the game and have not been able to score since. An 8-0 run for the Cardinals.
The Tigers average 22 turnovers a game, whereas the Cardinals come into this game averaging 13.
Low penetrate, kicks it out to Wicker. Cannot be handled. A turnover for the Tigers with 25 seconds left here. New Bremen a chance to build upon a 6-point lead.
Let's see once how patient they can be there.
Nice backdoor cut. Nice bounce pass. I believe it was Jane Homan with the assist. Good, quick backdoor cut for Jones, and 8-point lead with 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was a nice set play there by the Cardinals, getting the back door.
Pass and shot is up, missed, and that buzzer is the end of the first quarter. Your score, New Bremen 10, Waynesfield Goshen 2. We'll be back with second quarter action here on NKTelco Sports.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
New Bremen on top 10-2. They're on a 10-0 run here in what is now the beginning of the second quarter. Got a nice finish with a backdoor cut and basket by Jones, who has the ball up top now to finish the second quarter. Man-to-man defense by the Tigers. Homan with the basketball. Over to Putoff, playing with what I think is 2 fouls. We'll have to check that. They still have 1 on the board. There's a carry, palming violation. Turnover against New Bremen. Talk about turnovers, Ron. Waynesfield only had 5 shots.
Yeah, they had 7 turnovers compared to New Bremen's 2. The Cardinals took 15 shots compared to only 5 for the Tigers.
Turnovers hurting the Waynesfield Goshen Tiger offense. Not able to really get anything easy, that's for sure. They've had to really be patient with the ball, use a lot of clock.
New Bremen has picked up the ball pressure quite a bit here since the beginning of the first quarter.
Wicker with the basketball being guarded by Naylor. 5-second count nearly is going to be called. She broke it just kind of at the end there, got away from that, basically that 6-foot range of closely guarded.
And then it was a long long pass to the wing where Putoff got a piece of it and knocked it into the bench.
Lowe for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net, Lindsay Lowe.
So they're successful on their first 3-point try of the ball game.
So Lowe, they're probably leading. How many points does she average a game, Ron? You have it in front of you. I think Lowe, 12?
Yeah, only 3.
Okay.
3 points a game.
3-point shot by Naylor, missed, rebounded by New Bremen. Another opportunity, step-through shot off the glass, no good by Putoff. Putoff scores, so again, after the miss by Naylor from 3-point range, Putoff gets a few attempts and makes the 12th point of the game for New Bremen. So they answer the 3-pointer by Lowe, and on the other end, Waynesfield gives it up quickly. Naylor, coast to coast, off of her leg and out of bounds.
Took her eye off of it, saw a cutter on the left-hand side. I think that was Abby Tiemann, and lost her concentration and kicked the ball out of bounds.
You said took her eye off the ball. Should you watch your dribble, Ron?
No, but that only...
You're the guy that made those kids wear those plastic goggles.
Yes, I was.
Held ball possession will stay with the Tigers.
If you're going to have your eye on the ball, that's not a good time to take it off of it there.
Lowe with the basketball up top. Homan guarding her, but well off of her in the paint. Putoff with the deflection and steal. Driving to the basket. Shot taken by Tiemann, no good. As Lowe falls down onto Tiemann, everyone pops up. And there's a personal foul on Tiemann. So a rough trip down the floor for Tiemann. Misses a shot, picks up the foul, and gets crushed. First foul on Tiemann. Fourth foul on New Bremen. I still wonder what happened with that whistle on Putoff early in the first quarter. I thought it was back-to-back fouls, but nearly a steal. Those long, high passes give a New Bremen defense, which is fairly quick foot-wise, Ron, a chance to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, if you're going to break the press, do it in nice, crisp angle passes, diagonal passes, not the ones over the top. That's the ones the defenses catch up to.
Lowe nearly carries it, keeps her hand on top of the ball, avoids a turnover. Before that, we have a foul on the floors. Cassidy Craig was getting ready to score. She is fouled by Homan, her first foul. Waynesfield basketball underneath. Megan Barden will inbounds. They get it to Cassidy. Her jumper off the iron or off the glass, no good. Nice out of bounds set there. Waynesfield can't cash in. It remains 12-5 as we approach the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Homan steps around. Good straight up defense by Biederman, and the shot is rebounded by the Tigers.
Waynesfield seems to have picked up the tempo, but I think that's been forced by the New Bremen defense more than anything else.
Craig, her backdoor pass stolen by Abby Tiemann. Good job by number 14, Tiemann, stepping in the passing lane. Naylor for three. Jones goes up, tips it to her teammate. Holman comes out with it. Tiemann will go back up top to Naylor, who drives, goes to the basket, off the glass, a little strong, no good. Biederman with the rebound.
Nice job there. Dribble penetration by Naylor, just couldn't convert the bucket.
Low hands off to Barden. There's a foul against Naylor.
A little bit of a frustration foul there. Missed the layup on one end and comes back and wants to make the steal, and just a little too late.
12-20. Tankman and Molly Smith back in the Cardinal lineup, replacing Jones and Homan. 4:18 left. Waynesfield has actually outscored New Bremen, albeit by 1, 3-2 in this first half of the second quarter.
Yeah, just a 3 versus a 2.
Low goes down again as Putoff very aggressive on the defense. Nearly comes up with a steal. Kayla Wicker, 5'7" junior with the basketball now. Backdoor cut low gets it. She goes a little strong off the iron, gets her off the bankboard, gets her on rebound, kicks it back out, and they will get another look here on this possession. Wicker, nice move up and in. Kayla Wicker with her first basket of the game.
Nice.
The 7th point for the Tigers.
Nice little floating one-hander.
3-point shot by Tankman, no good as it hits the support wire as it bounced off the rim. A tough break for the Cardinals.
They're 0 of 4 from the 3-point line.
And have scored just 2 points here in this almost 4.5 minutes of the second quarter.
Waynesfield's only taken 1 3, and they made that. That was the beginning of the quarter.
Lowe finds Biederman, and Biederman is fouled. So free throws coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, that foul's going to be on Molly Smith. That's her second.
So going to the foul line is number 34, Aubrey Biederman, a 5'11 senior. A lot of substitutions for each team coming in. We'll try to catch up here as for New Bremen, it's 50 Homan, 44 Bergman, 24 Aaron Smith, 14 Abby Tiemann, and 12 Hannah Tankman. The 5 on the court now for Coach Chris Burden as the free throw by Biederman is missed. Rebounded by the Cardinals, and Tiemann being guarded by Barden. Bring it down the court, running the Bremen offense. Baseline jumper by number 44, Kayla Bergman. She has 4 points, 2 in each quarter. So 4 points for number 44. And Bremen puts it up by a touchdown.
Bergman comes in the game averaging 3.3.
Nice dribble drive bucket for the Tigers. And scoring the ball was Barton, her first bucket of the game. Holman resets to the Cardinal offense here as each teams have traded 2-point buckets here in the back-to-back possessions. Tiemann being double teamed a little bit. Now Barton goes solo against her. Holman gets a crease. Nice job. Even took a little contact maybe across the face, but Jane Holman converts, and the Bremen's offense successful here as of late. Ryan, after just 2 points in the first 4.5, 5 minutes, they've put back-to-back buckets together in the past 2 possessions.
Yeah, it looks like they're making a conservative effort here to get the ball inside, and they're doing a good job of that the last couple of possessions.
Ball into the interior pass knocked away, stolen by the Cardinals. Holman for 3, short. Rebounded by Bergman, so another second chance here for the Cardinals. They will try to cash in on what is now a 7-point lead. 3-point shot, Hannah Tankman, big answer for the Cardinals. Their offense, 7 points here in about the last minute.
And that's their first 3 of the ball game. 1 for 6.
Driving to the basket and getting fouled and going to the free throw line will be the Waynesfield Tigers as New Bremen commits the foul. And that's Kylie Barrington, 5'6" freshman, for 2 shots. For New Bremen, Jones and Naylor back into the Cardinal lineup.
She averages 38% from the free throw line. 2.9 points a game does Riley Barrington.
Misses both. Jones with the rebound. Tigers have missed all 3 of their foul shots here in the second quarter. The score is 19-9, a 10-point lead.
And only 3 foul shots total in the whole first half.
Tankman, tough shot. Gets it to drop. 5 points for Tankman. Back-to-back possessions. Now a 12-point lead. Under a minute to go until half. Number 30, Sydney Roberts. She's into the ball game for the Tigers. 5'6" senior.
Cardinals are getting their hands on the basketball, and pretty soon that's going to lead to steals if they keep that up.
Kayla Wicker trying to find an opening to start the offense. Nice swing move, swing or dribble drive. Shot missed by the Tigers, and down the court quickly goes Jones, coast to coast. She's fouled. The first 2 shots from the line for the Bremen Cardinals coming up.
Nice job of ball handling there by Jones. Took it coast to coast. Almost got the and one.
.26 seconds left. 12-point lead. The first free throw made by Paige Jones. She now has 9 points in the game.
She comes in 31 of 53 from the foul line. That's 58%.
Here you see the contact on the arm of Jones, and she will look to make her 10th point of the first half here with a free throw. And she does.
As a team, the Cardinals shoot 67% from the line.
Having trouble handling the ball is Buffenbarger. They get it back up top. 3-point shot by Wicker, no good. The final 10 seconds, Naylor with the basketball. Tankman looking for her second triple of the game. Can't quite come up with it. Time for the Tigers. Barden will not get a shot off. And there's your halftime buzzer. Your score after 2 8-minute periods of action. New Bremen 23. Waynesfield Goshen 9. We'll be back with second half action here on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me, and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Welcome back to Coldwater High School. We're in the Palace where it is halftime. The Cardinals of New Bremen 23, the Tigers of Waynesfield Goshen 9. With our first half stats, here is Ron Cruzy.
From the floor, the New Bremen Cardinals 10 of 29, and the Waynesfield Tigers 4 of 12. From the three-point line, Cardinals 1 of 8, Tigers 1 of 2. Not very many foul shots being shot in the first half. 0 for 3 for the Tigers, 2 of 2 for the Cardinals. 17 rebounds for the Cardinals, and that takes the edge over the Tigers, who had 9. turnover-wise, 4 for the Cardinals, 10 for the Tigers. So some numbers there that stand out. The first one, 29 shots for the Cardinals, only 12 for the Tigers, and also the turnovers, 10 for the Tigers and 4 for the Cardinals.
See the New Bremen coaching staff right there, Chris Burden, his staff, Chad Williams, also Leanne Keller and Julie Lochtefeld. On the other side there, Nathan Sweeney, his staff, Jacob Klein and Kayla Veerhoff. And the third quarter under action with New Bremen, the number 3 seed in the tournament tonight, playing the number 9 seed Waynesfield Goshen Tigers. And
there they set up the backdoor play. It wasn't there, so they backed it out.
Homan floater off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Biederman, and here come the Tigers. And for a long period in the second quarter, Ron, the Tigers had outscored New Bremen and had to cut down to 7, but a strong finish by the Cardinals has them up right now by 14 as the turnover committed against the Tigers will give the ball back to New Bremen.
And about that time, I think that's when the Cardinals turned up the pressure, especially on the full court press, and caused quite a few turnovers by the Tigers, and they couldn't get the shots off.
Naylor over to Homan. Back to Naylor. Open is Tiemann. Her shot blocked by Biederman, rebounded by Tiemann. New Bremen will get another chance here. The winner of this game will face the number 7 seed Marion Local Flyers. So New Bremen, the higher seed, elected to play this game and chose the bottom spot to be the visitors, if you will, but did not take the bye. Marion Local was able to grab that with the number 7 seed. They will play this, like I said, the winner of tonight's game on Saturday. Nice bounce pass by Homan, basket by Jones, her 12th point for the 6'1" senior.
And there, the height of Jones pays off. Tried to throw it over the top of her, and she deflected it, and they get a steal out of it. Turns around and hits a 3.
So Jones having a good start to an already good game offensively. Now 15 points on the night, had 10 in the first half. Timeout called by Coach Nathan Sweeney with his team down by 19. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break as well and come back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
And the timeout went a little bit quicker than what we expected, and what we missed, unfortunately, was a 3-pointer by Kelly Naylor. And the Bremen offense continues to be very efficient here in the third quarter. They've opened the game up now to 31-9. And on that point, not that we would get there, but the ball goes out of bounds. One thing new this year in tournament basketball games, boys and girls, in the second half, once a team gets up by 35 points, it's a running clock. And if the opposing team gets this deficit down to 30, then it goes back to a regular clock. So we saw it last week with the Fort Laramie and Sonia game. And I think, Ron, did you have one last night as well?
Yeah, we saw it last night in the Rushi game.
A game before the one you did. But
right.
And that Fort Laramie game against Ansonia, it was 35 at halftime. It was a very quick second half, basically 2 8-minute running clocks. And that was it. Jones with the miss, put off with the miss. Waynesfield comes away with the rebound. Again, I don't know if we'll see it here, but something to keep in mind. If you're at a game, don't stand up and yell, shut the clock off.
Yes,
that's legal.
It looks unusual, I'll say that, for the first time that I saw it last night.
Lowe, who hit a 3-pointer in the first half, misses on that try.
The weird part about it was when they were shooting foul shots, the clock is running.
I thought maybe they would shut it off for free throws.
No.
I don't think it shut off during timeouts, honestly. It was odd. I thought for timeouts it would.
Yeah, the timeouts, they do shut it off, I think. Or they did last night.
You know what? Maybe we didn't have any timeouts in that game, but for free throws, it kept running.
Yeah, and a situation came up where there was 20 seconds and the clock was running, and this girl was shooting a foul shot. Now, if she was shooting 2, I think they would have left her or allowed her to shoot the 2.
Oh, I'm sure you would finish the free throw attempt. Even if it was 1-on-1, you'd still get it. Just the clock would expire, and that's unusual. But somewhere, like I told someone, Ron, they sat in a room and thought we need to do something. I don't know what that something was. Speed the game up. Maybe make sure the spread doesn't get so big that you have a very lopsided score. I don't know what the reasoning is.
I think with all the super sectionals, you could have a 1 seed playing a 16 seed, and that's a pretty big difference, and you're going to have some lopsided games.
Long three-pointer taken by Madison Buffenbarger, no good. Rebounded and put back up as Biederman, and her shot off the mark. I still would like to sat in a room and just figure out, who brought it up to have. Oh, there's a foul from behind on Craig. But, someone had to come up with the idea and present it, and they had to vote on it, discuss it, and you wonder how long. I know it's in football, and football seems more logical to me, but basketball, it was about like an AAU tournament. If you get up there by 20 or something like that, the clock runs and goes for a pretty quick game.
Well, last night, Rushi got up by 35 right at the beginning of the second half, and they ended up winning by, I think it was 54 points.
And still with 6, still a very limited time. They still took a 35-point lead and grew it by 19, or up to a 50, or a 54-point lead. So we'll see how it goes out as Kayla Bergman on the other end scored another bucket off the bench. She now has 6. Bremen's offense in full control, or in rhythm now. They really struggled there in the first part of the second quarter. I know at one point only had 2 points until well over halfway through the second period. And since that time, it's been pretty good for Coach Burton's squad. A lot of players getting some action tonight.
That's one benefit. We talked about them taking a game here against Waynesfield where they could have gone into the other, probably taken Marion's place there if they would have wanted to. And there's different thoughts on it, and I don't know if there's a right or wrong. It just depends on your team, I think. Sometimes you want your team to get settled in tournament play, and that could be a big advantage for you. Come the second game, you're playing against a team that hasn't played in a tournament yet.
Right.
So that first 3 or 4 minutes could be the difference in the ball game, and you should have that advantage.
Waiting in the wings are the Flyers. No pun intended there, Ron, right?
Right.
Did you catch how I brought that in?
I caught that.
Are the Marion local Flyers? Well, I'm sure they will now. But the Flyers and Cardinals matched up on January 4th, and Bremen won that game 47-38. Won that by 9 points, and if all holds up here, they will face Marion Local on Saturday at 8 o'clock here at the Palace again for the sectional championship, and move on to Wapak. Then the winner of that game will. Pass on the inside, knocked away. It'll go over to New Bremen.
That's 7 turnovers for the Tigers here in the third quarter.
Add that to their first half total, and it's been a lot of turnovers for a team you mentioned, I think, averaging 22 a game.
Yeah, they average 22, New Bremen 13, but the other stat, New Bremen forces 18.7 turnovers a game. So
plus 5.
That's not a good match if you're the Waynesfield Tigers.
Yeah, it's like winning a turnover battle. New Bremen 13 turnovers a game, but they force or get 18 as Bergman. I don't know how the pass got to her, but she does what you do when you get it in at point-blank range, and that's kiss it off the glass. She now has 8. They have her down for 6. Why is my off here, Ron? But
I'm not sure. I have a hard time doing my own, and if I have to check yours, it just cuts into my time here.
3-point shot by number 14, that is for sure. As Wicker, Kayla Wicker with the basket. She now has 5. We approach the final minute and a half here in the third quarter. The Cardinals on top. Molly Smith to the basket. Hoop and harm. Good drive by the 5'8 junior. getting the basket, drawing a foul, chance for a three-point play.
So Molly's right at her average of 2.
See the tail end of it right there. She got it to go. Nice job hearing the whistle and giving the ball a chance to go in. Got it high off the glass, and New Bremen remains perfect from the charity stripe. Now 3 for 3.
That makes her 20 of 23 on the season.
Good percentage.
Actually, 20 of 28. Misread it.
Can't read your own writing?
That's correct.
Turnover, Waynesfield. From behind, Jones doesn't know she's there. Turnover. Good heads-up play by the Tigers. Lowe gets it to drop. So Lindsay Lowe with her 5th point takes advantage of a New Bremen turnover. Another one committed by the Cardinals, and Jones trying to make amends for the back-to-back turnovers, blocks the shot out of bounds. Good defensive play, though, for the Tigers, and that is number 14, Kayla Wicker. A couple good defensive plays.
Yeah, Waynesfield just needs more shots. They've only taken 7 shots here in the 3rd quarter.
Taking the three-point shot there is Madison Buffenbarger. Smith, Molly, that is, up to Jones, across court to Tankman. Bounce pass and blocked shot by Biederman. She rejects the shot by Bergman. Just over 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Bremen has outscored Waynesfield 15-5. Wicker, she is fouled, but it was before the shot. Too bad for Wicker as the ball did drop, but it'll be a common foul out of bounds with 17.4 left.
So that's a second team foul on New Bremen. The Tigers have 3.
This is the first game tonight here at Coldwater. The next game will be the New Knoxville Rangers and Upper Saddle Valley Rams. As getting a nice look there on the out-of-bounds play was Wicker. Her shots missed. Tankman off the mark. Good one-armed rebound put back by Smith. No good. Rebounded by Jones off the glass, and then multiple looks for the Cardinals at the buzzer. They score. Your score after 3 quarters, it's New Bremen 40, Waynesfield 14. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes here on NKTelco Sports.
Best part of my experience at Upper Valley is getting to know different teachers and the way they teach. So you learn a lot about how college is going to be in the future. My name is Paige, and I'm from the Exercise Science program.
4th quarter getting ready to get started here as a young Homan girl there cheering on her New Bremen Cardinals, who are on their way right now. They open this game up outscoring Waynesfield 17-5 in the 3rd quarter, and really began that stretch from the 1st quarter on. They outscored Waynesfield 10-2 in the first 8 minutes, struggled a bit in the 2nd period, but finally got their offense going late in that 2nd period, outscoring Waynesfield 13-7. And then here in the 3rd quarter, outscoring them by 12, 17-5 to open up the commanding lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, the Cardinals took 18 shots there in the 3rd quarter compared to 7 for Waynesfield. And that doesn't add up to a comeback. If you're Waynesfield, you're going to have a lot of shots here in the 4th quarter.
Bergman open, assist from Paige Jones, basket by Kayla Bergman, and she either has 8 or 10. I'm assuming it's 8. I had her down for 10, but a nice night off the bench. Good points for the 5'10 junior, who only averages, or I shouldn't say only, but averages 3.3 coming into the contest. So either way, well above her average tonight. Biederman, nice looking 18-footer. Her first basket of the game, her first 2 points come from the field, and it's a 42-16 New Bremen lead.
So both teams start their first possession of the 4th quarter. They each score. New Bremen's going to have a line change here, the next dead ball.
Tankman with the basketball now, and back to Jones, all the way over to Aaron Smith. Bremen in no hurry. Aaron Smith thought about it, now runs into a little bit of trouble, and they will reset the offense again. Long possession here for the Cardinals. Bergman inside, off the glass and in. Timeout for the Cardinals. Coach Burden will get his subs in, I believe, here and take a 30-second timeout. And Ron, during that 30-second timeout, I'll let you go through the sponsors.
Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Swan's Mama Roses, German Farmers, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Dental Care, Minster Bank, WKKI, K94 FM. The scoreboard sponsors First National Bank. Think First. Player of the game will be brought to you by NKTelco. And that pretty much covers it. We thank all those sponsors, and if you get a chance, make sure you visit those sponsors and spend some money there, because that's how we're able to bring you tonight's ball game.
Interior pass. Biederman gets it to drop. Yeah, thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And tonight it's girls sectional tournament basketball. And Tiemann runs out of room. Turnover against the Cardinals. So the Tigers trying to get their 20th point here as they trail by 26. Nice drive around move. Shot blocked by the rim was Wicker's shot. Naylor is fouled in the backcourt, and that foul goes against number 15. Cassidy Craig. New Bremen's record on the season. They came in with a very fine 17-5 mark. Losses to Versailles, Fort Recovery, Minster, Coldwater, and Spencerville, their 5 losses. And as Ron mentioned earlier, 3 straight wins to end the season. Shot by Putoff, I believe it was off the mark, no good. So we approach the final 5 minutes of action here. The Palace tonight, the home for the first game. The second game will feature the New Knoxville Rangers, a number 8 seed, against the Upper Saddle Valley Rams, a number 11 seed. The winner of that contest will face the number 1 seed in the tournament on Saturday at 8 o'clock, the Minster Wildcats. Biederman's shot off the mark. Naylor all the way down the court to Homan. Homan, 3-point shot. No good. Tiemann with a rebound. Another 3-pointer by Putoff. Short rebound this time by number 3, Madison Buffenbarter. And there's a held ball possession. And it will be a turnover as New Bremen will get it out of bounds. And as I mentioned, tonight's second game in the finals here, New Bremen is going to be playing Marion Local at 6 o'clock on the 24th, a Saturday. The right to then move on to the Wapak District, which then will be held on March 1st, a Thursday. And they would be in, that winner of that sectional championship game would play the 8 o'clock game. Holman steps out of bounds.
And that's the 9th turnover of the game for the Cardinals.
Mentioned the high seeds. Minster, the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed went to Fort Recovery. They're playing their games at Allen East. New Bremen, as I mentioned, took this game as a play-in game as a number 3 seed, and St. Henry earned the other bye with a number 4 seed. So there were 3 seeds in this tournament, and they went to 3 byes, I should say. They went to Minster, Marion Local, and St. Henry. Putoff, uncontested layup. It is good.
So the Cardinals take advantage of the 21st turnover by the Tigers. Putoff puts it in for a layup.
More New Bremen Cardinals getting ready to come in at the next dead ball. A wild possession. Somehow Putoff comes up with the loose ball. Crossover dribble. Naylor inside the three-point line, no good. Biederman with the rebound, and Waynesfield, again, will start their offense. Head coach of their team this year is Nathan Sweeney.
Cardinals man-to-man the whole ball game.
There's a dead ball, a foul against the Tigers, or I'm sorry, against the Cardinals. And here comes some more New Bremen players. Number 42 for New Bremen, Hannah Kramer. 34, Laura Kodanier.
23.
Kira Berkey.
And I think number 2.
Basket by the Tigers from Barrington. And yes, number 2 for the Cardinals, Katie Howe. Some newcomers into the game as Barrington scores a 20th Waynesfield point. Howe dumps it into a couple looks here again as Cordonier missed a shot, and also Madison Cordonier, I think we missed one in there. Number 30, Madison Cordonier in as well. So there I think we've touched all the New Bremen players on the court right now. The turnover gives it back to the Cardinals with 2:21 left.
So all the Cardinals are getting tournament experience here tonight.
New Bremen did a good job not overlooking their competition, came out. Won't say they played a perfectly clean game tonight as Katie Howe's handoff was deflected and stolen, but played obviously well enough positive plays tonight, positive possessions to earn this right now 26-point lead or victory. And we'll move on again to face the Marion Local Flyers on Saturday. That game again at 6 o'clock. And we will have those games for you on Saturday. We'll have this one and the next one with New Knoxville, Upper Saddle Valley. And then Saturday's 2 games. Nearly a steal. It does land in the hands of Kira Berkey. She will try to find a teammate back door over to Katie Howell. Back to Kramer. Kramer stepped through, loses the handle, and turnover goes against the Cardinals as we're under a minute and a half. Tigers looking for a good a bucket in transition. Have to pull it back up, reset the offense. Against a man-to-man defense, as Ron said, it's been man-to-man the whole game for the Cardinals. Is going in for the shot and getting it missed was Kayla Wicker.
We probably should mention the 5 seniors for Waynesfield playing their final game here tonight. We got number 2, Audria Durham. Number 3, Madison Buffenbarger. Number 30, Sydney Roberts. Number 34, Aubrey Biederman. And did I miss one? Yeah, I did. Number 12, Lindsay Lowe.
For New Bremen, number 3, Ellie Rechterman, a 5'10 freshman, getting some court time here under a minute to go. We'll stay with the Cardinals, 47 seconds left. Going to the basket and getting a nice shot to drop Megan Bardner, her 4th point for number 4. So the Cardinals have earned the right, if you will, to move on tonight, and that will grow their record to 18 wins on the season. A nice season for Coach Chris Burden. They finished 5-4 in the MAC. Not a bad feat at all. As you mentioned, some of their losses came to the teams above them. Versailles wins the conference 9-0, followed by Minster 8-1, and Coldwater 6-3. There's your final buzzer, your final score. New Bremen 46, Waynesfield Goshen 22. We'll take a short break and come back and wrap things up here from Coldwater on NKTelco Sports.
Mama Rosa's is looking for dedicated people to join their family. You will enjoy benefits and camaraderie not available at most jobs. Our culture promotes the idea of teamwork, respect, and honesty. It also encourages excellence in our performance, which translates into a quality product for our customers. Go to mama-rosas.com to begin your career.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slankowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Coldwater, where the Cardinals of New Bremen have defeated the Tigers of Waynesfield Goshen 46-22. With your final games stats, here's Ron Cruzy.
From the field, the Cardinals 20 of 57, Tigers 10 of 29. From the three-point line, the Cardinals 3 of 15, the Tigers 2 of 8. From the foul line, 3 of 3 for New Bremen, 0 of 3 for Waynesfield. The rebounding margin went to the Cardinals 32-18. And turnovers, the Cardinals had 12 and the Tigers had 23. So just about every number there is in favor of the Cardinals. 57 shots compared to only 29 for Waynesfield, and that means the Cardinals defense was the key to that game. They started putting pressure on the ball, turning the ball over, shooting layups at the other end. Neither team was very aggressive with the basketball. That's showed with the only 3 foul shots on each team. And the turnovers, 23. That's just 1 over Waynesfield average, and only 12 turnovers for New Bremen. They come in the game averaging 13.
Well, the stats don't lie, and kind of what we expected. With New Bremen, the higher seed, the better seed, they prevailed tonight with a convincing win. Before we take our time away from this game, we want to announce our player of the game tonight. That award sponsored by NKTelco, and that award will go to right there, number 10, Paige Jones. She finished the game with 17 points. Did so very aggressively in the first half, getting her team off to a good start, scoring 8 points in the first quarter, finishing with a game-high 17. Congratulations to Paige Jones, our player of the game. That'll wrap things up here for the first game. I'd like to thank our crew. They included our camera people, Patrick Toller, Kurt Kuffner, and Caleb Crusette. For our production engineering staff, Isaac Sell and Daniel Allen, for my partner Ron Cruzy, I am Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this game tonight. Once again, your final score in Bremen 46, Waynesfield Goshen 22. Thanks for watching.